Good morning, class. As most of you know, today I'll be presenting a book called Fahrenheit 451. Fahrenheit 451 is a dystopian novel written by author Ray Bradbury and published in 1953. It is regarded as one of his best work. The novel presents a future American society where books are outlawed and firemen burn any that are found. In this book, Bradbury makes the idea of censorship come back a lot throughout this book. I will talk about censorship later on in this video. The novel has won multiple awards in 1954. It won the American Academy of Arts and Letters Award in Literature and the Commonwealth Club of California Gold Medal. The novel opens with Guy Montag, a fireman, in a futuristic society where he and his co-workers start fires rather than putting them out, and a society where books are banned and burned upon discovery. And Montag has no qualms about his responsibility. Then he meets Clarice, a 17-year-old bohemian girl, who happens to be his neighbor. She's very chatty and opens his eyes to the world of nature and not being so close-minded as he used to be. Montag becomes more and more happy with his life and work. As he talks more with Clarice, he starts to wonder if maybe books aren't so bad, and even steals one from of his book burnings. Meanwhile, Clarice just disappears, probably dead, and his boss, Captain Beatty, is becoming suspicious. He even lectures Montag on the dangers of books and explains them when and how and where their profession comes from. Montag feels more and more rebellious than ever. Badass. He spends the afternoon with his wife reading a secret stash of books he's been storing and decides he needs a teacher. He takes a Bible and tries to memorize some of it on the way. One day he finds a teacher, an old professor named Faber, who he met one day at the park. Faber is reluctant at the beginning, but finally agrees to work with Montag. Faber provides Montag with two-way radio earpiece and sends him on his way. That same night, Montag loses his cool and decides to tell all his wives and friends, which turned out to be a really bad idea. What happened is that his own wife turned him in and rang the fire alarm. When Montag heard it, he lit his own house, and at that moment, he was now a fugitive. Montag makes his way to his Faber's house, where he watches his own chase scene on TV. The two men make up plans to meet up later on and in different places, as the city is pretty much off limits. Montag flees to the river at the edge. While he was getting to the river, he hears on the radio that someone was killed. To make it look like their chase was successful. As he was heading to the river, he encounters a group of individuals who turned out to be all professors. In general, very smart people and well-rounded people. What they do is that they each memorize books in order to later on build a new society full of people who are open-minded, diverse, and genuinely intellectual, and all that to make the world a better place. As Montag arrives to the head chief, the head chief explains everything, and Montag invites Montag to join, and he does so. After a while, the whole city blows up. It's for them to rebuild the society and make it a better place. One major theme that keeps coming up in Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 is censorship, as I said earlier. Censorship is the control of information circulated in a society. The reason censorship is very present in the book is because in this book, the government is controlling the people in order to trick them so they could do anything with the people, kind of like their slaves. So they took the knowledge away they could, especially in the books. That's where the idea of exterminating books came from. Now a little about Bradbury. Ray Douglas Bradbury was born on August 22, the same day as my birthday, and died on June 5th of 2012. He was an American fantasy, science fiction, horror, and mystery fiction author, best known for his dystopian novel Fahrenheit 451. Well, that's it for me. Thank you.